Hello, all you lords and ladies out there. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Meltdown Productions. My name is Jason.
I'm Brandon.
And I am Jace.
And today we are watching Game of Thrones Episode 7. I forgot the title. Can you please pull it up?
Yeah.
You win or you die.
You win or you die. I have the memory ability of a goldfish.
It's hard to keep track of what happened in the very last episode or what happened 2 episodes ago. So what I remember is Ned and Jaime fighting.
Yep.
I remember Mord.
Now go!
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember Tyrion having... I'm trying to think of the guy who stood in his place to fight.
Braun.
Bronn. Yeah, he had Bronn fight for him in order to do a trial by combat. Bronn won. First of all, everyone was like, fucking kill him! Kill him now! Kill him! And then when Bronn got the upper hand, they were like, spare him! You piece of crap! You fight with no honor!
Yeah.
He was like, well, he did.
He did. Yeah.
That was a good line.
Yeah, lots of good one-liners in that one.
Right. Currently, the king is off on a hunt
Yep.
with his brother Renly, and I can't remember who else is accompanying him.
Well,
I think the one Lannister boy.
Renly
Lannister
took
boy.
off, stormed back into the...
Yeah, you're right. He got mad at him and
Right.
left. And Ned is serving in his place right now, basically
Yeah.
sitting on the throne, and he made a hell of a
Oh,
threat.
yes! Yes, I remember now. He fucking called Lannister to the Tywin Lannister to the fucking to King's Landing in order to stand for his crimes.
And if he doesn't show up within a fortnight, he will be named an enemy of the crown.
Yes, dude.
And he's also sentencing Sir Clegane, the Mountain,
yes,
to death.
To death. To death.
like because he went and slaughtered this village. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's Ned ain't messing around right now.
Dude, Ned is sending a message. He's like, you tried to kill me. The king doesn't want to do anything about it at this moment. I'm acting king right now.
Yeah. so I'm
gonna do something about it while I can.
Yep.
It takes a month to get to King's Landing from Winterfell. I don't know where exactly Tywin is, but a fortnight is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, he better get his ass here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit in your place for sure.
Sure. Why not? Go ahead. Go have fun.
Yeah,
Because Lord knows I will.
You take this damn thing off again, I'll have your head on a pike. A spike.
Oh no, he said if you that was
That was before when he was leaving
initially
the-
took it off.
Yeah.
The second time he was like, "You take it off again, I'll pin the damn thing on Jaime Lannister."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tits. No.
On Jaime
Come here, let me
Lannister's tits.
smell it.
Oh God. Oh, and Ned made a very interesting discovery within that book of the heirs.
Yeah.
And,
Lack of hair.
A certain Baratheon who has a certain distinguishing trait that's very different from the
Gold
other Baratheons.
of hair.
Golden haired.
Yep.
Yeah.
Golden haired. He's the only Baratheon.
That we know of.
Right. When it, so Cersei and Jaime.
Yeah. They had relations.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, in multiple ways.
Yes.
They're both golden haired,
Yeah.
and I want to throw up.
Nah.
This is weird.
Did uncle.
I mean, I just thought about it. He has no right to the throne.
Joffrey?
Yeah, just now that I'm like, I mean, he's a reverse bastard.
Well, that obviously means that everything is going to work out and nothing is ever going to bad happen.
Well, so then wait a minute. Then who would be heir to the throne if not Joffrey?
The king's brother, the king's older brother,
So that would be Stannis.
Stannis. Yep. So
I think
it would be
Stannis is
Joffrey
Baratheon.
first, and then Stannis, and then
Renly.
Renly. Well, that's who the heirs would be. But now, knowing for sure that Joffrey's not. Here's the thing: that the king has to find out
Yeah.
that Joffrey isn't his, or the Lannisters have to be kept away from the throne, because he said it himself. Robert did that. The people are not unified.
Yeah.
at all. And all it would take is the Dothraki army actually coming across, and they'd be done for. No one would want to fight for the king at that point, you know.
See, this is from George R. R. Martin's mouth. Yeah, the only thing that because technically the kingdoms are unified,
right?
Under
the seven kingdoms,
yeah.
Right.
But before that, they had many more kingdoms. At one point, they had up to 100 kingdoms
Right.
in Westeros.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is what George R. R. Martin said, and they were all just fighting amongst each other. However, they all did have one common enemy, and that was whatever they believed was north of the wall.
Right.
Because
the wildlings, or not the wildlings, but whatever.
Anything that they think is out there. 'Cause
Right.
They've heard they said that the wall has been around approximately in tradition for 8,000 years.
God.
And the seven kingdoms have only been united for 300. So, I mean.
But before, even under the Mad King, Robert was saying that even under the Mad King, at least the people in the kingdoms were unified under the king. Even
Yeah.
if they hated him, the throne wasn't in that much danger. But now,
He said people still call him usurper and stuff. So.
Right, exactly. Well, and we hear people talk about him being the usurper.
Yeah.
But I'm if the people aren't unified under Robert Baratheon, it doesn't matter whether it's the Dothraki army or if it's the Lannisters trying to fucking overthrow him. The people aren't going to be unified behind him, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll find out.
Yep.
We can go ahead and dive in and find out what you win or you die means.
Oh, we're about to
Dive
in. They're about to play taps.
That'd be some weird shit.
Game of Thorns.
Shit.
Arrive within a fortnight, I'll be branded an enemy of the crown.
You gonna say something clever?
I mean, symbolism.
Oh, God. Oh, God, because it's a stag.
A fucking stag, yeah.
Catelyn Stark took my brother.
Why is he still alive?
Tyrion?
Ned Stark. Why is he still alive?
It wouldn't have been clean.
Clean.
I could care less what anyone thinks of me.
You know, that's what you want people to think of you.
It's the truth.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep. I'm giving you half of our forces, 30,000 men.
What?
We'll bring them to Catelyn Stark's girlhood home and remind her that Lannisters pay their debts.
So the lion does concern himself with the opinions
No,
of
that's not an opinion, it's a fact.
It's the family name that lives on. It's all that lives on.
I straight up was like, he doesn't even know he's a granddad, but it's still Cersei's kid,
Yeah.
regardless of who's the dad.
Yeah.
The future of our family will be determined in these next few months. We could establish a dynasty that will last 1,000 years. Or we could collapse into nothing, as the Targaryens did.
Well, you can kind of see here that Jaime, more than anything, wants the approval of his dad. So, even though he's a piece of shit, he just wants to make Dad proud.
I know the truth Jon Arryn died for.
Oh.
Do you, Lord Stark? My brother's worth 1,000 of your friend.
Your brother? Or your lover?
Ooh.
Targaryens wed brothers and sisters for 300 years to keep bloodlines pure. Do you love your children?
With all my heart.
No more than I love mine.
And they're all Jaime's.
Thank the gods.
You've always hated him.
Hated him. I worshipped him. And when I finally saw him on our wedding day in the Sept of Baelor, lean and fierce and black-bearded, it was the happiest moment of my life. And that night he crawled on top of me, stinking of wine, and did what little he could do. And whispered in my ear, Lyanna.
His
Your
sister.
sister was a corpse and I was a living girl, and he loved her more than me.
Go as far away as you can. With as many men as you can. Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, or you die.
Oh, well, all
There
right.
is no middle ground.
That happened kind of quickly.
That's the name of the episode.
Where I come from, we don't show mercy to criminals. At low tide, we'd lay you on your back on the beach.
your hands and feet chained to 4 stakes. You'd see death creeping towards you a few inches at a time. My father is Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands.
What's that got to do with you?
I will be Lord after my father.
So you're not Lord now?
No, You're an impudent little wench, aren't you?
Couldn't say, my lord. Don't know what impudent means.
Impudent. Do you want to lose that chain?
Theon Greyjoy.
1 blast for a ranger returning, 2 for wildlings, 3.
There's no rider. That's my Uncle Benjen's horse. Where's my uncle?
How's he supposed to know?
It's Robert. We were hunting a bull.
I should have spent more time with you.
What?
Shown you how to be a man.
Looked like Joffrey was really sad.
Yeah.
My fault. Too much wine. Missed my thrust. Now leave us, the lot of you. I need to talk to Ned.
Robert, my sweet.
Out, all of you! I hereby command Eddard of House Stark to serve as Lord Regent and Protector of the Realm upon my death, until my son Joffrey comes of age.
Ooh.
At least they'll say I did this right, this one thing. You'll rule now. You'll hate it worse than I did.
This is how he fucking goes out.
Who knows?
Let her live. Stop it if it's not too late.
I will. I'll do everything I can to honor your memory. I failed him. No man could have protected him from himself. His Grace has had a change of heart concerning Daenerys Targaryen.
I'm afraid those birds have flown. The girl is likely dead already.
I don't care. Still try and cancel the fucking arrangements.
Yeah.
Vos
adorme throne. Dorfinan kal navesoe. She. Khaleesi.
Can't you help me make him understand?
The Dothraki do things in their own time for their own reasons. Have patience, Khaleesi. We will go home, I promise you. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'll seek out the merchant captain, see if he has any letters for me.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, don't trouble yourself.
The spider sends his greetings and his congratulations.
Oh, the spider of Viserys.
You can go home now.
Mahakora this is the Dundon Janak. Adlaki, Mahaka Ashaki, Hakahaka Sahon.
My lady, you are from Westeros.
You have the honor of addressing Daenerys of the House Targaryen.
Dornish swill, not worthy of a princess. I have a dry red from the arbor. Nectar of the gods. Let me give you a cask.
Open it.
The wine is for the Khaleesi, it's not for the likes of you.
Open it. You first.
Yeah.
You will drink.
Takes off running. Yeah. Oh!
She yanked him.
Fucking whip, dude.
Castle Black.
You're allowed to look happy. It's going to be a ranger.
I want to find my uncle. I know he's alive out there. I know he is.
You've all learnt the words of your vow. Think carefully before you say. Do any of you still keep the old gods?
I do, my lord.
Holder to the builders. Hip to the stewards. Toe to the builders. Gren to the rangers. Samwell to the stewards. John to the stewards. Granser to the builder.
What?
Echiel to the builders. Goy to the builders. Joby to the stables. Meek to the kitchens.
Jon Snow,
Lord Commander Mormont has requested you for his personal steward.
Did you take me for a servant?
We took you for a man of the Night's Watch, but perhaps we were wrong in that.
Don't you see what they're doing?
I see Sir Alice's revenge, that's all. He wanted it and he got it.
The old man is the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and he asked for you himself. He wants to groom you for command.
Lord Stark. A moment.
Give me an hour and I can put 100 swords at your command. We must get Joffrey away from his mother and into our custody. Protector of the realm or no, he who holds the king holds the kingdom. By the time Robert dies, it will be too late for the both of us.
What about Stannis?
You have odd notions about protecting the realm.
Stannis is your older brother.
This isn't about the bloody line of succession. That didn't matter when you rebelled against the Mad King. It shouldn't matter now.
I will not dishonor Robert's last hours by shedding blood in his halls. The king has no true-born sons. Joffrey and Tommen are Jaime Lannister's bastards.
Damn.
So, when the king dies...
The throne passes to his brother.
Unless...
There is no unless. He is the rightful heir. Nothing can change that.
And he cannot take the throne without your help. You would be wise to deny it to him. All of the power is yours. You need only reach out and take it. We've plenty of time to get rid of Stannis, and if Joffrey seems likely to cause problems when he comes into his throne, we simply reveal his little secret and seat Lord Renly there instead. You'll need someone to share these burdens, I assure you.
Here's everyone trying to come in and get some hand on some power.
Ned just won head of household, and everyone's coming in.
When the Queen proclaims one king and the Hand proclaims another, whose peace do the gold cloaks protect? The man who pays them.
Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls for this night and all the nights to come.
You Nelters boys, rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
I can never not own land or a wife or anything. Well, you don't own... Yeah.
Well, a lot of these people aren't there by choice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Robert still wants me dead.
This poison was the first. He won't be the last.
I thought he'd leave me alone.
You're a Targaryen. The last Targaryen. Your son will have Targaryen blood with 40,000 riders behind him.
Ici. Man an veloshak ash aka. Man an havjak jin ador chikate.
Oh, shit.
Neve ave maisimai. Allah patrivak mahashi sufini onde. Ogar chikate ma. Vo parako quili win more.
King Joffrey and the Queen Regent request your presence in the throne room.
King Joffrey?
Ooh.
King Robert is gone. The gods give him rest.
All is accomplished. The city watch is yours.
Good.
We stand behind you, Lord Stark.
I wish to be crowned within the fortnight. Today I shall accept oaths of fealty from my loyal counselors.
Sir Barristan, I believe no man here could ever question your honor.
Lord Eddard Stark is herein named Protector of the Realm.
May I see that letter, Sir Barristan? Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark? A piece of paper.
It was signed by Robert.
Those were the king's words.
We have a new king now. Bend the knee and swear loyalty to my son. And we shall allow you to live out your days in the grey waste you call home.
Your son has no claim to the throne.
Liar!
You condemn yourself with your own mouth, Lord Stark.
Kill him! Kill all of them, I command it!
Commander! Take the Queen and her children into custody.
No!
What the fuck is happening?
I did warn you not to trust me.
If that's you fucking piece of shit.
So, episode 7, you win or you die. Thoughts?
Oh man,
Brandon.
I'm gonna be honest. Can I start with my theory?
Okay.
And then
We will not say anything about this theory on whether you're right or not. So.
So really, I'm just giving my theory to the fans.
Yes.
Right now, I have 2 predictions. One is about Jon Snow. I think that he just took his oath, but is about to desert his post to go look for his uncle. Or he might see some sort of sign that maybe his uncle is still okay. He decides to desert his fucking post. And now he's like, basically committed treason by abandoning his post. He's going to try and find his uncle, whatever is about to happen. Whatever the fuck is north of the wall, White Walkers or something that sounds much worse, because they keep saying more things than just White Walkers. Like, there's other things out there. And I don't know what they are, but having that one person come into town saying that, like, I'm getting ready for the long night, I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's pretty fucking bad if someone north of the wall is trying to get as south as possible. It makes me think that whatever's on that side of the wall wants to be on this side of the wall. So that's not good. And then my other theory is that Littlefinger isn't actually betraying Ned right now.
Okay.
And that he is trying to save Ned by pretending to take him hostage and is like, you never should have trusted me. Because I mean, I could see him doing it if he wasn't so in love with
Catelyn.
Right. And I don't think he would ever do anything that would
upset
her, and obviously fucking killing her husband would be one of those things.
Definitely upset her.
Now, if he is fucking doing that, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up if he is doing that.
Yeah. Also, what the hell happened? At that last moment, I'm sure it'll answer my questions, but he was like, just get ready, and then someone went, now, and started fucking stabbing people. But it was, I'm pretty sure it was his men that started it first, and I think Littlefinger was the one that was like kind of had them in his pocket or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because Littlefinger said that he would pay the City Watch to be on Ned's side.
Right.
And when they first walked up, that guy that said now is the one that said, we stand with you.
Right.
But then he said, men of the City Watch, take them into custody or whatever. And they got ready, but then right after that guy said now, they turned and killed Ned's men.
Yeah. Well, but Littlefinger also said, who do you think they're going to follow? The one who pays them.
Well, I think Littlefinger is the Master of Coin, right?
Yes.
Yes. And the Master of Coin pays the City Watch.
Right.
So he's basically...
He's the treasurer.
Kind of the leader. Yeah.
Right. And when he said they follow who pays them, I was like... maybe I felt like that was foreshadowing that maybe the Lannisters would end up paying the City's Watch more.
Okay.
But then whenever that just happened and then he fucking was up against Ned's throat like that with his fucking dagger, I was like, oh, that's what he meant by they follow who pays him.
Yeah.
So, but again, my theory is that they pulled that shit, but he doesn't actually want to kill Ned.
Well, because he tried to convince Ned to let Joffrey succeed in gaining the throne.
Which Ned was always, no, never mind.
Ned wrote in that thing, instead of saying Joffrey, he said the rightful heir.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like he was never gonna let
thing to catch.
Yeah, he was never gonna let Joffrey stand as king. He was gonna announce it right then. Anyways,
he said he has no rightful
claim to the throne. Yeah. And then when she started ripping up the paper, I knew something like that shit was gonna happen. I knew it.
Yeah.
It was such a fool thing to leave it to a piece of paper.
If you think about it, Littlefinger told him too. Or no, Renly told him. He said she will not allow this to happen.
Right.
Yep.
And Renly got the fuck out of Dodge. Sorry. Got the heckers out of Dodge the second he knew Ned wasn't going to attack while what do you say? Fucking basically it wasn't gonna strike first.
Yeah.
And take the throne by force, basically. So that way Renly could have the throne. The second he knew Ned was gonna try and be honorable and do things the right way, he got out of there. He knew something was gonna go down.
Yeah.
He said, "Nah."
He's like, I've been around them long enough to know.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking around for the rest of the show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I never went back and watched Game of Thrones a second time because I've always thought it was a really good show. Like, because I put off watching it for a long time.
Me too.
It was seasons upon seasons before I watched it, and then I started dating someone at the time, and they convinced me to watch it, and then what? No, and then I was hooked to this show, and I watched every single episode after that. And then, and even though I really love the show, I'm really glad I waited so long to actually go back and watch it again because seeing all these things that I've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. And you remember it like as it happens?
Yeah. And watching it this time, I've come to conclusions and like seen things that I did not get the first time.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to say this because it's not anything that's future wise. It's a thing that's already happened.
Okay.
I don't remember Varys being on Daenerys' side.
Oh.
Because Varys was walking with that guy who was housing Daenerys and what was his name again? Rhaegar? Or not?
Daenerys and Viserys.
Viserys, yeah. I don't remember Varys walking with that guy
down in the dungeons.
And that guy was the one that was housing the two Targaryens, which means Varys wanted the Targaryens back on the throne. I don't remember that.
When he was walking with Marmont? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
that wasn't him.
This was the guy that looks like he would be from Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Do you remember whenever we first see Daenerys and they were talking about the guys housing them for a year and has never asked for anything?
He has like a nice beard, kind of.
Yeah, he's the one that was like, you would know if they didn't like you at the ceremony. That guy.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
Guy. I don't remember them two walking together, which showed that Varys was on Daenerys' side, the Targaryen side.
For some reason, I thought that was Marmont he was walking with because I never saw the two people. I was looking at Arya the whole time, so I never saw that it was Varys and whoever else. I just assumed it was Marmont, but I didn't know that it was actually
one
that
thing
guy.
that I noticed while watching this episode here. So Littlefinger and Varys pride themselves on knowledge, knowing what's going on in the realm. Right after that guy says, Lord Stark, we're with you, when they go to walk in, Varys is looking to the side directly at that guy, like basically like looking like worried.
Like he knew what was going on.
He knew something was going to go down. I don't know if he knew exactly what, but he had heard something because he's looking directly at him, and then they go to walk and he looks away.
Dang.
And I was like,
I mean, again, like you said, they pride themselves in knowing what each other are doing too.
Yeah.
Like they know everything. Like the royal family is doing. I don't know what you would call them, fucking in Game of Thrones, but they know everything that they're doing. But they also know each other's moves because they're constantly going back and forth. Like, oh well, the last time I
saw you,
right?
He said, "Oh, with your own eyes or with a spy?" Like,
right. A bird in the sky. Oh, why?
I spit in your eye.
Now,
I spit in the face.
No,
I pity the fool.
Cool. Now, on the eastern side of things in Essos, Dany nearly got poisoned.
Yes. When you said Dany, I was like, what? But yeah.
But we already know that wasn't supposed to happen. They were supposed to try and call that off.
Right. Yeah.
And they just didn't get to it in time, basically.
Yep.
But now, luckily, Jorah was there and realized what could be going on, and he was like...
Right. However, the mere act of it happening was enough for Khal Drogo to be like, I'll make this promise to my son. We're going to take that iron chair back. We're going to take that thorn back.
Yeah. And that's a big moment, too, where Khal Drogo's like, all right, we're committing to it. We're going across the Narrow Sea, and we are going to lay siege.
I love that he called them wooden boats.
Yeah, wooden horses.
Oh, wooden horses, yeah. Wooden boats.
Also, it was very circumstantial, honestly, for her to have... Like, I'm sure they've had multiple people trying to, like, carry out this, like, killing of Daenerys. But, like, she was walking through. He was like, oh, let me get you some wine, blah, blah, blah. Until she said... princess, and then once they revealed who she was, he was like, then let me go get this poisoned wine real quick. But it was like he didn't know at first that was who he was talking to.
Well, I mean, this was before pictures and before,
right.
because you would have to look at a painting of her. So he didn't really know who she was, but as soon as she saw someone from Westeros with Dothraki, because she spoke like a Westeros person, I guess, whatever.
Right, like she just used her regular accent.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's like, oh, you see it in his eyes.
A
like,
fellow
you are
person from
Westeros.
Westeros. Right. But it was like, that wouldn't have happened if she would have never walked up to his
That's
stand.
the thing.
Yeah.
No matter what, he had to count on the exact person that he was going to poison walking up and being interested in wine.
Right.
Which they probably knew that she was going to that market and implanted multiple people. So I guess it was like
That's what I was thinking.
Draw.
Yeah, that it was like someone there was going to try and kill her once they found out. But it just happened to be that guy who found out.
He might not have been the only current assassin in that moment.
Exactly, that they had spread the word to. And also, if someone else would have been the one, they might have actually got it done. This guy kind of sucked at his delivery.
He was so suspect the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but there was only one person he didn't fool though.
Two.
Well, because the original Dothraki guy came up and wouldn't
He's
let
like,
him.
no, hand that to me and I'll bring it back.
Yeah, he just wouldn't let. Well, she's a prince, she's a queen, so you don't have
she's
a
the
queen carry her own wine.
Khaleesi, yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, whenever we got to see Jon, we had gone 2 episodes without seeing Jon at all.
Yeah.
And now we got a pretty good amount of some Jon content here, and he has finally taken his oath.
The Long John.
Yeah, I'm really pissed that he didn't get to be a ranger.
Yeah, steward now, along with Sam.
Because of fucking Mormont.
Yeah.
What is his first name? I forget.
Oh,
Something
God.
Mormont. Lord Commander Mormont?
Yeah, that's his
No,
title.
is he Lord Commander?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Lord Commander Mormont of the Watch is kind of a dick.
He wants him to be his like squire. Well, now the biggest dick right now that's there is Sir Alliser.
Oh, is that Greyjoy?
No, he's the one that smirked at him after he got.
What's his last name? I thought he was Mormont.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Lord Commander Mormont is
Like
he was
the
the one who was voicing
when they were
voicing
all-
out who was going to be rangers and who was going to be stewards and. Okay, see, I thought that for some reason was a Greyjoy. Okay.
No, Sir Alliser. I'd have to look it up because I don't remember his last name off the top of my head.
I mean, we'll get it eventually.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually.
But
I don't know why I thought there was a Greyjoy at the fucking wall.
We just have the only Greyjoy we've met, I think, is Theon.
Is Theon, yeah.
In Winterfell.
Okay, sweet. Well, that makes sense then.
I just remember something, but I can't say it.
Well, when it happens, you can say it.
Yeah.
But then I will have already seen
But
it.
it'll be a while.
Been a while. But
It'll be a while since.
I don't know if there was any. Oh God, how have I not mentioned this?
How have you not mentioned it?
Yeah.
The king is dead.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They said that the king has passed and Joffrey is now. Oh yeah, because when he says King Joffrey, he goes, King Joffrey. Is
Yeah.
it? Yes, the king has passed.
Yeah.
May we have a moment of silence for Robert Baratheon?
Tits.
One more tits for the road.
My thing is, I hate that we didn't actually see anything happen. We just get word, oh, it's a boar, and then come back,
dude,
and he's hurt,
a
and he's
fucking
dying.
Pig dog. But then again, so the spider brings it to their attention. He's like, I wonder if he blames himself, the Lannister boy, for giving him so much wine.
Yep. But wouldn't it have made the most sense to just have like Ned should have said everything that he needed to say right there in front of Robert and everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Because then Robert would have sentenced Cersei right then and there, and then the
Barrister?
Sir Barristan?
Yeah, Barristan.
He would have immediately arrested her. Immediately.
I think in Ned's mind, he was like, I don't want to burden you with this and let you die peacefully, and that he would try and handle it afterwards. And I think he thought that maybe doing it the honorable way and having the Night's Watch, or not the Night's Watch, the City Watch behind him would work out. And so he's like, well, I'll let you die in peace. I don't want to, make you go out knowing that your wife was fucking her brother and piss you off right before you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't. he said he didn't love Cersei. So
yeah, which it's interesting because we had Cersei say this kind of again that she did love Robert back in the day. She used to be obsessed with him.
Oh yeah,
back when he was skinny and still strong and.
Until the night of their wedding.
Yeah, whenever apparently he was a lousy lay.
And he smelled like wine.
He
was at least worse than her brother.
Yeah. He was too drunk, and then, what was it, Lyanna?
Oh, yeah, he said
Lyanna.
Lyanna, yeah.
Yep. I wonder if he did that on purpose.
No.
Just super drunk. You see how he gets. He gets sloppy drunk. He's probably like, Lyanna. Oh, Lyanna. As he's like half passing out. Bro, when he said it smells like death, I don't know why. That's what popped in my head. Like, let me smell it. But I don't want to smell that.
He said, it stinks.
You don't think I can smell it?
Okay. But yes, our beloved King Robert is no more.
Yeah.
And I hate that the first king that we are introduced to in this show in person goes out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? A bore.
Also, if anyone of Ned's men had bows in that moment, they could have possibly just killed Joffrey and the queen right there.
Could have.
I mean, yeah. That would have been a whole nother thing, though.
Yeah. Actually, you don't see... the only time we've seen someone with a bow, it was Theon.
Arya and Bran.
Whenever they're...
Killing someone with a bow.
Yeah. When they're doing archery, they have those long bows like that, yeah. But he comes up, I think, with the recurve bow. I don't remember. But anyways, he comes up and is like doing that. I think that's the only time we actually see someone that's not a Dothraki with a bow.
Oh. Wait, when have we seen Dothraki with a bow?
I think they showed someone when they were telling Bran that the Dothraki ride with bows, that he might be able to fire a bow from the horse.
Yeah, they definitely was talking about how Dothrakis learn when they're like 4 or 5 or some really low age like how to shoot from a bow. I mean, from a horseback. So yeah, I remember.
Well,
I mean, we saw how Bran was with his legs at archery.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't talk shit because we share a name.
Yeah.
And I want him to be a badass.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see.
I guess we can move on to
that's disgusting.
New pastures.
Yeah.
And with that, I say,
yelling. No.
I'm a star. Yeah.